Good morning, everybody. So we'll start with next
Good
sum.
morning.
Good morning. We'll start with next sum, that is trial balance of Mona Limited is given March 17. There were 2-3 major adjustments which we had discussed in the last lecture. Those were basically for sale of assets. Then there was issue of bonus shares also. That also we have dealt with. We have passed the entries for that. There was a suspense account and related adjustment that was basically for sale. That adjustment we have done. So bonus shares is done, sale of plant is done. 1/5 of preliminary expenses to be written off every year. That adjustment we will do when we look at the trial balance. And assessment is completed for earlier year, so those entries we have passed, and authorized capital is given. So that we will see when we go to the details of share capital. So let's come to the share capital credit side. First item, your share capital is 15 lakhs comprising of equity shares of 100 each. You are given that authorized capital is also there, which is 25,000 equity shares of 100 each. So let us post the data under the head equity share capital. Firstly, authorized capital. Your authorized capital is 25,000 equity shares of 100 each. That equals to 25 lakhs. Then you are given trial balance in which capital is shown as 15 lakhs. But after that, we have passed one entry, and that entry is for issue of bonus shares, where we pass the entry CRR account debit to bonus to shareholders and bonus to shareholders to equity share capital. The total amount utilized for bonus shares is 5 lakhs rupees. So 5 lakhs rupees, that means 5,000 bonus shares are issued by the company. So this will increase your authorized, not authorized, issued and subscribed capital. So instead of 15 lakhs, it will now become 20 lakhs. It will be 20,000 equity shares of 100 each, fully paid up after giving the effect of bonus issue. Are you clear about this 20 lakhs? How we got 20 lakhs? We have passed the entries for that in the last lecture. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So paid up capital is not 15 lakhs, it is 20 lakhs. The other effect of this we will see when we go to the capital redemption reserve, where we will withdraw rupees 5 lakhs from that reserve. Now we have to give a couple of more things here. One of them is note on capitalization of reserves. Of the above, 5,000 equity shares are issued as fully paid bonus shares by capitalization of reserves. That is a disclosure required because you are making issue of fully paid bonus shares which is made during the year. So this information is mandatorily required to be disclosed. At the same time, there is a reconciliation about number of shares. So we'll have to show that reconciliation also, which you have seen earlier also. The columns are reconciliation of shares, number of equity shares. At the beginning of the year, we had 15,000 equity shares. Add issue of fully paid bonus shares, where 5,000 shares were further issued as bonus shares. So close of the year, end of the year, we have 20,000 equity shares of 100 each, fully paid. So this is how the information should be disclosed under the head share capital. Are you clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So write down these details. Then we will go to the next item in trial balance. This was the first item in trial balance, share capital of 15 lakhs, which is now increased to 20 lakhs because of issue of bonus shares. And then we are showing the utilization of reserves there, saying that the bonus shares are issued by capitalization of reserves. We are also giving the reconciliation of number of shares. Write down these details. Then we go to the next item. Shall we discuss the next one? Yes.
Yes, sir.
You have finished? Okay. Next item is 10% debentures. These are 10 lakhs rupees. Now on this 10% debentures, do we have any information about interest paid, etc.? Yes, debenture interest paid is already there. So that amount is 1 lakh rupees. It's fully paid. So there is no provision required. We don't know whether these are secured or unsecured. So we can only show them under the long-term borrowing without any information about nature of security. So long-term borrowing, 10% debentures, 10 lakhs. The next one is capital redemption reserve. The original balance of capital redemption reserve is 6,70,000. Now from this reserve we have used 5 lakh rupees. So that will have to be shown in your reserves and surplus. So CRR opening balance is 6,70,000 less utilized for issue of fully paid bonus shares. That will be utilization to be shown here. Okay, so 5 lakh rupees is withdrawn. The balance of reserve becomes 170,000 rupees. Can we go to the next item? All of you have finished up to this reserve?
So.
Next is a gross profit of 19 lakhs. This will come directly in your P&L account. Instead of revenue, they have given the gross profit. So we will take as it is. Gross profit 19 lakhs. This will go directly in profit and loss. The next is creditors. Creditors are 2,60,000, which is part of your trade payables. So trade payables, creditors, 2,60,000. There is no adjustment to that, so directly we can show there. Now profit and loss account opening balance of 3,60,000. That will go to reserves and surplus, one of the items there. P&L account opening balance 3,60,000. It will come in inner column because you will have some other adjustments. So let's keep it in inner column. Securities premium, as and when we go to that item, we will post the amount. P&L account opening balance, inner column 360,000. Next is provision for tax, for which you have passed the entries. So we will see the effect of this when we go to the end of the sum. Then securities premium account is 2 lakhs. That amount is already here in reserves and surplus, 2 lakhs rupees. Securities premium account, no change in that reserve. Then suspense account we have already dealt with. This suspense account, it was a selling price of machinery that we have taken care of. Provision for depreciation also we have taken care of. So these items will not affect directly here. When we go to those items on debit side, we will see what needs to be done for that. Now coming to debit side, first item is land, second item is plant and machinery. Now as far as the land is concerned, it is a tangible asset, but there is no depreciation on land. So we can show it here. Land 9 lakhs at cost. Then plant, we have to refer to the ledgers which we have prepared. Now if you go to the ledgers of machinery and depreciation, you will realize that in plant and machinery account, our closing balance is 38 lakhs. This we have discussed last time and we have done necessary adjustments. And the closing balance in provision for depreciation account, which is a accumulated figure of depreciation, is 14 lakhs. Your suspense was accounted here as selling price. Profit on sale is also accounted for here as 10,000 rupees. So these adjustments have already been done. Now we are interested in closing balances. So at gross level, 38 lakhs is original cost. Depreciation is 14 lakhs. And we have to also simultaneously account for this profit on sale, which is 10,000 rupees. So let us give effect of all these. Firstly, in fixed assets. So plant inner column, original cost is 38 lakhs, less depreciation 14 lakhs. So this is your WDV of 24 lakhs. WDV of plant and machinery 24 lakhs. And then in plant and machinery account, if you see, we have the amount of profit on sale of machinery that will be taken as part of your other income in P&L account. So P&L account, other income, profit on sale of plant is 10,000 rupees. This is the amount in profit and loss account. So sale of machinery is accounted, depreciation is accounted, that also will have to debit here. So our depreciation for the year is 6 lakhs rupees, which has come from the same ledger provision for depreciation. So we can post that in P&L account now. So all the effects of sale of plant, profit on sale of plant, depreciation for the year, and presentation in the balance sheet, everything is completed. Has everyone completed these postings?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So let's go to the trial balance again. The next is building, which is supposed to be given on the rent. 4,80,000 is the cost of this building. Now, usually, whenever you are investing in a particular asset, it may be a building or those kind of assets which are expected to yield some income. Then it is not a fixed asset used for business. It could be treated as a long-term investment. So in this case, there is no depreciation also on this building. So this will be shown as your long-term investments. So building on rent is not a part of fixed assets. Different kind of adjustment here for presentation, and it will be treated as a part of your long-term investment. 4,80,000 building on rent. Then debtors are 4,30,000. Are we given any breakup about debtors? Yes. It's due for more than 6 months or 80,000. Any other information other than that? That's it. It doesn't say unsecured considered good or whatever. We'll assume that these are unsecured and considered good, and due for more than 6 months are 80,000. Total debtors are given as 430. So out of 430, 80,000 are due for more than 6 months. So trade receivables, we will call it as unsecured considered good. Okay, due for more than 6 months is 80,000. Total is 430. So balancing figure 350 are other debtors. So balancing figure of 3.5 lakhs is balance of other debtors. So 80,000 due over 6 months, 350,000 is other debtors. Total amount of debtors is 4,30,000 rupees. Then the next item after that is a bank account 1 lakh rupees. That will be part of your cash and cash equivalent. Cash and cash equivalent 1 lakh rupees, which is your bank account basically. Then debenture interest is 1 lakh, which is your finance cost. It can go to P&L account directly because there is no much of a adjustment there. We can directly take it here. Finance cost, interest on debenture 1 lakh rupees. There is no provision required. We have seen that 10% debentures, entire interest has been paid for. Have you completed up to this stage? Yes, all of you are posted.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then next is sundry expenses, admin expenses, other office expenses. These three items will go directly in profit and loss account under the head other expenses. So let's go to other expenses. Sundry expenses, admin expenses, selling expenses. Is there anything else? Other office expenses. Other office expenses. So you can take these numbers here. Write down these numbers in other expenses.
Done, sir.
All of you have taken?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All of you have taken these expenses? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's go to the trial balance again. Then you have preliminary expenses of 20,000. It says 1/5 of preliminary expenses are written off every year. Up to March 2016, 4/5 of preliminary expenses were already written off. I want to know how much should we write off in this year. Read this adjustment carefully and tell me how much should we write off in this current year. Yes, how much should we write off this year?
150 is 4,000.
So 4,000 write off करना है. Read the adjustment carefully. फिर बताओ.
450 16,000. Write off.
बहुत ध्यान से पढ़ो एडजस्टमेंट क्या दिया है.
Okay, sir.
There is a catch. Read it carefully.
Okay, date mention है.
कितना राइट ऑफ करना है? Yes. See what it says is 1/5 of preliminary expenses are written off every year. That means that is your accounting policy. Whatever is your expenditure, every year 1/5 will be written off. So over a period of 5 years, you will completely write off that amount in equal installments. Having said this, it says up to 31st March 16, that is up to end of last year. 4/5 was written off. इसका मतलब क्या है? 4 years have already gone in write-off. So this year is the last year of write-off. Did you follow this? What I'm trying to say. 4/5 are already
Yes,
written
sir.
off till 31st March 16. That means only 1/5 is left, which entirely will be written off in current year. So ये जो 20,000 ट्रायल बैलेंस में है, इसमें कुछ कैरी फॉरवर्ड नहीं करना है. ये पूरा अमाउंट ये साल हमें राइट ऑफ करना है. So in our other expenses, we will have one more item, preliminary expenses written off, and that will be 20,000 rupees. Please be careful about the wording. It says that 4 years already हो चुके हैं जिसका राइट ऑफ हो गया है. 4/5 is already written off का मतलब क्या है? 4 years you have already done that writing off 20,000 rupees every year. उसके बाद जो बचा है 1/5 बचा है, that has to be written off in current year because you will have to finish off over a period of 5 years. So ये साल में वो राइट ऑफ कंप्लीट हो जाएगा. 1/5 जो बैलेंस है वो. So that 20,000 will be written off in the current year. So full amount of 20,000 goes to other expenses as write-off. Then we have advance tax of current year 2 lakh rupees that we will see when we make the provision for tax, and there is an advance tax of last year 3.5 lakhs. For that we have already passed the entries. So now we will give the effect of those entries. I think rest of the adjustments we have already done. Okay. So only advance tax current year is pending. Provision for tax current year is pending because this we are given as 1,20,000. So that has to be done. And we have to give the effect of last year's advance tax related adjustment. Let us see what those adjustments were. Okay. You have pass this entry for tax provision of earlier year. Provision for tax account debit 4 lakhs. IT refund due account debit 20,000. To advance tax paid 3.5 lakhs. To P&L account excess provision 70,000 rupees. Now, this 20,000 of IT refund will come in your short-term loans and advances. And this 70,000 of write back excess provision will go to profit and loss account. So let us come to the short-term loans and advances. In that, tax refund due 20,000 rupees. This is a balance refund which you are expected to receive. It should come within a period of 1 year, and therefore normally it is shown as a short-term loans and advances. Then in P&L account we have that excess provision that has to be added back. That will come here. Calculate profit after tax, and then we reduce current year provision for tax and we add back excess provision for tax. So this is add excess provision for tax 70,000 rupees will be added back to the profit because it was an excess provision, so that has to be added back. Have you understood these two changes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what is left? Trial balance is over. Last year's advance tax effects are given. Only current year provision is to be made. That is 1,20,000. The rest of it is already done. Now we should start first totaling up the profit and loss account schedule. For profit and loss account notes, there is only one here that needs to be totaled up, and that is other expenses 7,40,000. ये एक ही नोट है P&L का, बाकी सब बैलेंस शीट के नोट्स हैं. So this total is 7,40,000 rupees. So in profit and loss account, let us post this number. Other expenses 7,40,000. Now we have to only total up the P&L account and find out the profit. Your income side is 19,10,000. Expenditure is 14,40,000. So the profit before tax is 4,70,000 rupees. 1910 minus 1440. So PBT, profit before tax, is 470. Now it says we have to make a provision for current year tax to the extent of 1,20,000. So less provision for tax for the current year 1,20,000. So your profit before tax is 470. From that 1,20,000 provision for current year will go, and last year's 70,000 is getting added back. So profit after tax and related adjustments, we will find out how much it comes to now. It will be 4,20,000 rupees. That will be the profit after tax for the year. This profit after tax for the year will be added in profit and loss account under the head reserves. So add profit for the year, and then we can derive the closing balance of profit and loss account, which will be 7,80,000. Opening balance was 360 plus profit for the year. Closing balance is 7,80,000 rupees. That's how we will derive the closing balance of profit and loss account. Have you understood this profit related adjustments? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we have made this provision for tax of 1,20,000. Against that, if you see the trial balance, you have paid advance tax of 2 lakhs rupees. Here, advance tax 1617 is 2 lakhs. Against that, you are making a provision of only 1,20,000. Now, whenever you present this data in the balance sheet, it has to be net of these two items. So your tax paid is 2 lakhs minus, if you reduce the provision 1,20,000, you still have a positive balance of 80,000. So this will be for the time being shown as long-term advance. Okay. So under the head long-term advances in the balance sheet, come to the note for long-term advances in the balance sheet. Long-term loans and advances. Advance tax paid for current year. This is for financial year 1670. How much? Less provision for tax is 1,20,000, which we have just made, and then the balance will be shown in the outer column, which is a net balance of 80,000 rupees. Have you understood the presentation of taxation for current year? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with this, all the adjustments are done. Any difficulty about any of the posting or adjustment?
No, sir.
No. Now I'm going to give you a task of finalizing the balance sheet after doing all the totals. Okay, ये आपको करना है. I'll give you 5, 7, 10 minutes, whatever you want. Now you have to total up all the notes related to balance sheet, take the numbers to the balance sheet and tally the balance sheet. Can you try this? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, कर लो अभी. You have to total up all the notes. It's very simple now. ये आपका balance sheet tally होना चाहिए. Try करो सब लोग. Hello, is the balance sheet getting tallied or not? Yes, finished? Have you finished the sum? Have you tallied the sum?
सर अदर करंट लायबिलिटी एंड शॉर्ट टर्म प्रोविजंस की अमाउंट क्या है?
पोस्टिंग नहीं किया?
सर वो 2 रह गया है.
एक मिनट दिखाता हूँ. Somebody's mic is on. Please switch it off. कुछ नहीं है अदर करंट लायबिलिटीज में.
एंड शॉर्ट टर्म प्रोविजंस उसमें भी कुछ नहीं है.
नहीं, उसमें भी कुछ नहीं है.
22,30,000 टोटल.
क्या बैलेंस शीट टोटल?
यस, राइट है क्या?
देखता हूँ. दोनों साइड टैली हुआ तो बराबर है. Have you tallied both the sides?
44
Wait,
lakhs
sir.
10,000.
44 lakhs 10,000 आ रहा है. These are the final numbers that you will get in the balance sheet. Are you getting this? Check the numbers on the liability side. Check your totals. Yes, are you able to tally the balance sheet or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, tally हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा है?
हो रहा है सर.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay, good. So let's move on to the asset side. Asset side कितना टोटल आ रहा है देखते हैं. Note wise. ये रहा आपका asset side. 44 lakhs 10,000. Asset side also the total is matching. So any other difficulty in this?
नो सर.
No.
No, sir.
एक शॉर्ट सम क्विकली लिख के हम लोग करेंगे. ओके, so I'll just type out here only below this and then we'll start off with that. Now you don't have any other question with you that needs to be done, right? This was the last question which was sent to you. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I will give you a short sum here. You can write down and then try this. ये आपको ही करना है. नेक्स्ट सम में जो अभी टाइप कर रहा हूँ. This is the question. You are given the extract of trial balance, debit and credit balances. There is a trial balance extract is for 31/3/17. Earlier year, financial year 15/16, provision for tax is 2 lakhs, which is carried forward. Advance tax paid in financial year 15/16 was 180,000, and current year 16/17 advance tax paid is 3 lakhs. You are given that during the year, assessment for 15/16 was completed with a gross tax demand of 2,20,000 rupees. The necessary tax was paid immediately. Past necessary entries. I'll make a small change. I wouldn't say immediately. I will say tax was not paid. Okay. Necessary tax was not paid. Now you have to try these accounting entries. Can you try this? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, write down this sum first and then try the entries. Have you written the question or not?
Done, sir.
Then completed also?
No, sir.
Complete kar do, and then we will see the entries. Hello, have you completed the entries? Yes. Shall I explain?
Yes, sir.
क्या क्या एंट्री में क्या दिख रहा है, क्या करना पड़ेगा? कोई एंट्री बता सकता है? Yes.
टैक्स पेड ऐड करना पड़ेगा, देन क्रॉस टैक्स डिमांड
एंट्री बताओ, एंट्री क्या करना पड़ेगा? Now see here, your tax provision is 2 lakhs. So we have to debit full amount to tax provision. Advance tax is 1,80,000. Okay. Now we have to compare the numbers because ये entry में difference है. So we have to sort out this difference and compare the numbers. Your gross tax demand is 2,20,000. How much advance tax you have already paid? You have paid only. You have paid only 1,80,000.
1,80,000.
Yes. So how much is the balance payable? How much is the balance payable? 40,000.
40. Yes.
Balance income tax payable is 40,000. Okay. Then you have made a provision of 2 lakhs. What is the actual tax liability? 2,20,000. So your provision is short by 20,000, which will be debited to profit and loss account. So your entry is tax provision account debit 15, 16, 2 lakhs, to advance tax 1,80,000, to income tax payable 40,000, and P&L account debit for short provision 20,000. This is how the entry will be passed by you. Have you understood this entry? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir.
Okay. तो लिख लो, एक मिनट मैं थोड़ा वो मॉडिफाई करता हूँ, जस्ट how the entry will be passed. Provision for tax account debit 1516 2 lakhs, P&L account debit because there is a short provision of 20,000, to advance tax 1,80,000, to income tax payable 40,000 rupees. That's how the entry will have to be recorded. And it says income tax was still payable, it has not been paid. So this 40,000 rupees will remain a short-term liability for tax payment. It will still be outstanding in the balance sheet. Have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with this, shall we conclude today's lecture?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Any other doubts you have?
No, sir.
Okay. Yeah, just a minute. I'm concluding. Just a minute.